Hola, ¿qué volá, ser? Hey friends, how are you? Welcome back to my kitchen, and today I'm gonna go a little bit of the Cuban route of Miami because I'm a Miami boy and I miss my Cuban food, and the only way I can eat Cuban food here in San Francisco where it's not assisted at all, it's by cooking it. So today I'm going to make Cuban food, arroz con pollo, and my favorite pastelitos de guayaba and queso. So come on over to my kitchen and let's get started. It's a Cuban feast in my place, and I'm making my arroz con pollo and my favorite pastelitos de guayaba and queso. So what are you waiting for? Come on over and let's get started. Hey guys, I'm Josh, and I live in the beautiful city of San Francisco, California with my pup, Marty. Marty is the life of the party, and speaking about parties, I love to entertain my friends with food and delicious desserts. And I also learned how to recently cook and bake, so it's lots of fun to share recipes and learn together all at once. Living here in San Francisco is lots of fun, but what I love to do most, it's lots of DIYs. I love to paint, I love to redecorate, and I love to show you some tricks and tips on how to recreate them. I also love to create dinner parties for my friends too. So what's a small city boy do here in San Francisco? You have to come on in and find out. So come on over and let's have some fun. It's so cheesy. I love it. I'm Josh, and welcome to my home and kitchen. You know, living here in San Francisco, it's very, very hard to find Cuban food because I am from Miami. And here in San Francisco, there's no Cuban food whatsoever. And the only way I could eat Cuban food is by making it. So today, I'm going to show you how to make a Cuban arroz con pollo with a twist. So get on started. Let's get on. Alright, let's start making the arroz con pollo. First, start by seasoning 6 chicken thighs with salt and pepper on both sides and a dash of cumin for taste. Now, on a hot pan, pour 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, then place the chicken thighs and let it cook for 5 minutes without touching it. Meanwhile, while the chicken thighs are cooking, cut and dice 1 whole onion into small pieces. By cutting the onions into small pieces, it really helps a lot to make it cook faster and evenly. Now, since the 5 minutes is over, flip the chicken thighs and let it cook for another 5 minutes without touching it. You want the chicken to be golden brown on both sides. So meanwhile, wash and peel and dice 1 big or 2 small carrots into a small bowl. Remember, just like how we did with the onions, you want to cut and dice them into small pieces. It makes them cook more easily and faster. Next, what you're going to do, you're going to cut and de-seed 1 red pepper and dice them into small pieces, just like how we did with the carrots and the onions. Now place them into a small plate or bowl with the carrots and onions. Now, on a hot deep pan, add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oils and add all the onions, carrots, and red peppers and saute them until the onions get translucent. All right, fantastic. Now, by this time, you guys, the chicken should be done. So you're going to grab the chicken thighs and you're going to cut them into 1-inch chunk size, and you're going to put them aside for the next step. You guys are doing fantastic. The kitchen smells so good right now. All right, so the next step is you're going to add 1 clove of garlic or half a teaspoon and cook it for 1 minute before adding 1 cup and 1/3 of basmati rice. You're going to cook that rice for 1 minute and you're going to stir fry it. Then you're going to add 2 cups of chicken stock. And this chicken stock is what's going to give it that flavor of chicken into your rice. And it's going to taste so delicious. So once you have 2 cups of that, you're going to add 1 can of diced tomatoes and then the secret sauce. This secret sauce, it is the most amazing thing. It's not a really typical Cuban ingredient. It's more of a Serbian dish, but it makes a huge difference. Now, add half a teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika, and a 1/4 cup of that secret sauce and stir to combine. And trust me guys, this secret sauce makes a huge difference on this dish. Now you're going to add the chopped chicken that we chopped earlier, and then you're going to bring it to a boil, then simmer for 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, you're going to add the 1/4 cups of green peas, and then simmer for another 30 minutes for it to cook completely. And trust me, it's going to taste so delicious. Now, while the rice is thickening, what you're going to do, you're going to chop a 1/4 cup of parsley and then set it on top of it and stir and mix and serve hot. And trust me guys, this dish is going to melt in your mouth and you're going to love it so much. It's a bomb Cuban dish. And there you have it guys, how to make a Cuban arroz con pollo with a twist. And trust me, you're going to love it. Hey guys, real talk. So I've been living here in San Francisco for about a year and a few months now, and I'm loving every single bit about it. I love my friends, I love you guys, I love my dog, I love every single thing about it. But the only thing that's missing is a little bit of Cuban food. I'm not Cuban, but I'm from Miami. And when you're from Miami and you're born and raised there, you're pretty much half Cuban. So that is why I am making arroz con pollo with a twist and my pastelitos de guava en queso, which is coming up next. Alright, let's start making my favorite dish of all time, my pastelitos de guava en queso. And let me tell you, it's really easy to make. All you need is 1 can of guava paste, 1 pack of cream cheese, and 1 box of pastries. Now, start by opening a can of guava paste. You guys have no idea what mission it was to find this guava paste in San Francisco. No store had this except for one. Now that you have the guava paste out of the can, what you want to do is you want to cut them into many slices of a 1-inch slice. And try not to eat it because it is delicious. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to cut and slice the cream cheese into a 1-inch slice, the same as we did with the guava slices. And oh my god, guys, honestly, since living here in San Francisco, it's been crazy craving these pastelitos. Next, you're going to open the pastry puff and you're going to add the sliced guavas into 3 rows, 1 inch apart from each other. What you're going to do next, you're going to open the other side and you're going to place it right on top. Then what you're going to do, you're going to cut them into small little squares and place them on the cooking sheet. This is the number 1 thing I miss about Miami is this guava pastry. They're so good. The next step, what you're going to do is you're going to crack 1 egg into a small cup. You're going to add 1 tablespoon of water and you're going to stir it, mix it, whisk it, and that's going to create a egg wash. What you're going to get a pastry brush and you're going to brush the egg wash on top of the pastry and put it aside. And that's it for the guava part. Now we're going to make the guava and cheese. The same concept is you're going to put them into slices, you're going to roll out the pastry puff and put them into squares. You're going to cut them into squares, and this time you're going to fold them into triangles. Pretty much like the typical bakeries you see in Miami with the guava and cheese pastry. You're going to put egg wash on top as well like we did with the guava pastry, and then you're going to add them and place them into the oven. You're going to place them into a preheated oven of 325 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown. It is fascinating to see these little pastry puffs puff up and brown, and it smells so delicious, and you see the goo, and oh my god, it's so delicious. Afterwards, you're gonna place it on a cooling rack, and once it's cooled, enjoy it. Oh my god, guys, this right here was everything. It was so good. It reminds me just like I was at home at a Cuban bakery. Oh my god, I cannot wait for you guys to try it. It's so easy to do. It's so delicious. These pastry puffs, you could eat it for breakfast with your coffee, and oh, it is so delicious. I cannot wait for you guys to try it. So there you have it, guys. This is how you make the pastelitos de guayaba en queso. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see ya. Ciao.